Now it's about 6:30 in the mornings, and I'm going. And I'm minding my business 30 westbound in the middle lane. And I'm jamming now. I got the, what's that, 96.3 on. And I'm getting it. Next thing I know, out of nowhere, I get teabagged. And the bagging came from the rear right side, and it went to proceeding to spin me. So I spun once, and I seen the traffic coming, and they were flying everywhere. At this point, my experience and knowledge of self-defense driving kicked in. I had both hands on the wheel, and I went to controlling this spin. Now, I never did brake because I knew if I brake, I'm going to go right into the oncoming traffic. Well, after the first spin, I'm getting dizzy. And with some of my training, I knew how to combat that. So as I was spinning this away, I'd take my head and I would spin it back to counteract the spin. Well, then I proceeded to spin again and see oncoming traffic. And I'm still spinning opposite way. I'm trying to get, at this point, I'm getting googly-eyed. When I stopped back where I started. But this time I was on this side of the highway. Well, the man that proceeded to teabag me was up ahead of me about 40 yards, and he was swirling in and out. Well, I thought he was going to die, which would have been a great thing. Because the son of a bitch, as soon as he got control, went to hauling ass. And I seen him. I watched him to the point of no return where I could not see no more light. Now, this man was in one of them police car wannabes. I believe he had 26-inch Dayton's on there. I'm not for sure. But anyways, he must have suffered severe damage because he was leaning. As I proceeded to stop and grasp the situation, I realized I was screwed. I realized this. My shoulder was hurting. I had a little bit of some knee damage. I looked down for emergency help. No one would help. A lady comes by and she waves. I wave at her like, hey, I need some help. She proceeded on. Now I'm stranded in the middle of 30 here, and the shit's just hit the fan. I'm disoriented. I've been teabagged in the rear, spun around twice, and watched the devastation drive away. So I limped down the shoulder because I finally got the car straight and stopped. I walk around and I view the damage of this car. I'm like, whoa, it's bad news. So I go to find my phone. My spittoon is laying up in the floorboards. My phone's upside in here in the door, and it all was in my crotch at one time. So I'm hanging out in the highway like this, and I'm digging in, and I finally get my phone. Call my boss, tell him what happened. All right. Then I call my girl, Kim.
Shut the hell up.
I'm joking about that. I'm going to get slapped. Anyways, Mindy. They call Mindy.
Hey, Dick.
Hold on. The boy don't interrupt. Give an investigation here. Anyways, and I told her the situation, and she freaked out, almost collapsed now. So I managed to get to the house, and the car was limping and shaking. And I showed her the damage, and here we are. That's my testimony. And that was on March 15th, about 6:30 in the mornings when this protrusion happened. I know I'm going to suffer some mental damage from the teabagging I took. But with God, I can do anything, and I will be strong. So March 15th, 6:30, that's my testimony, and that's what testimony I will give in court. Thank you very much.